and welcome to another episode of Shy Yeti on Location. Yes, it's a bit of top secret. I'm not going to tell you where we are until after the titles. This episode is both the last episode to be filmed in 2012 and the first to be filmed in 2013. Now the weather's not great, but we're not going to let that stop us. Yes, it's quite true. Yes, there are more poems coming up any time now. Yes, just tune in. Just keep watching. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Shy Yeti on Location. Whilst we're down here, I'm going to read you some poems and show you around. Do you know what? The first episode of Shy Yeti on Location, which was filmed in January 2010, was filmed right here. So we've come back again 3 years later. It's a wonderful range of facts I have for you today. This is called From the Mind of a Turnip. I came from nothing, from the ground. I came from seed and earth, where betide the puppet maker without a crowman at the birth. The farmer grins to see my turnip face. In the field I slump dejected, but little does he realise I am not what he expected. I am not his little lapdog. I am not some pathetic slave. I'm very nearly human, and I'll decide how I behave. The local crows all really hate me. My crops they simply dare not steal, unless that is I let them, unless we do a deal. I'm not averse to trading, not averse to make a sale. After payment, see them feasting, then later cover up their trail. Mr. Giles will never notice that he's got polystyrene corn. He's more clueless than the turnips before they wake up here reborn. Yes, crows I'll do a deal with, but not poachers out to thieve. I round them up to make quite certain that such villains never leave. The farmer never questions why the soil is rich and sound, but it's the bodies of those poachers that fertilise that cursed ground. But now I'm getting restless. It's nearly time to leave. A final bid for freedom now, with ambitions to achieve. I came from nothing, from the ground. Now independent I survive. I know not what awaits me, or what awaits the world when I arrive. This poem's called Dark Horse. He's an undercover tech employed by the state, hooking in criminals who fall for the bait. He cracks every code, he gets right to the source. Well, he must be telepathic because he's a very dark horse. He keeps his hooves to himself and his hay neatly packed. He's always alert just in case he's attacked. Sherlock Holmes in a saddle, he's a four-legged morse. He's a real mystery, yes, a really dark horse. He's a sleuth, he's a spy, equine in disguise, but folk never notice when it's time to get wise. He's the belle of the ball all dragged up for the force. Though he looks like a dame, he's just a really dark horse. James Bond learnt his tricks from this cult mastermind, always 6 steps ahead of those lagging behind. He's an expert in camouflage, he blends in with the gorse. He lures the enemy in, oh such a very dark horse. Not a soul knows his name, his ID is concealed. When he's grazing in peace in his swish Surrey field, the jockey's salute from the Grand National Course takes his wages in sugar, does this sweet-toothed dark horse. He's the best in the business, yes, whatever they say. Would he ever be bettered? The answer is nay. Come on. It's a bit muddy, but I won't let that stop me. It was in this field 3 years ago that I did my very first Yeti Dance. I'm not sure I'll be able to do one this time, it's a little bit too muddy, but there are some nice views. I'm sorry the weather's not nicer, that's one thing I can't influence, at least not yet. Ooh! Need a knife and fork. This poem's called A Gap in the Market. There's a gap in the market, a space unexplored, a chance to be taken that can't be ignored. Mountain climbing for aardvark, rhinos knitting odd socks, Shire horses in tracksuits, teaching budgies to box. Old-fashioned listening trumpets for bats with hearing loss, confidence building courses for shy unsightly moss. Eyeliner for ostrich, bungee jumping for fleas, cushioned helmets for hedgehogs who like a quick squeeze. Sets of facts and figures for sheep who can't decide, rules on how to slither for snakes who fail to slide. Armbands for nervous otters, braille booklets writ for moles, clown shoes made for insects who keep slipping down their holes, hats to save poor snowmen when it's hot in late July, parachutes for hatchlings on their first tiptoed steps to fly. Major merriment for minor birds, tap dancing class for gnats, anger management for mice who get very cross and punch out cats, lonely hearts clubs just for field mice who are looking for a mate, talk shows for tipsy tadpoles who really thrive on the debate. Oh, there's a gap in the market, a chance to expand, not a moment to waste for this plan to be planned. Posh pigs quoting sonnets, drunk monkeys on marks, trunk warmers for Nelly, dental hygiene for sharks. There's a gap in the market, it's quite a bubble to burst. There's not a moment to lose, yup, gotta get in there first. This poem is called Two vampire hunting Yeti. Two vampire hunting Yeti out there on the coast of Spain. Well, today now times are hard. They take all work they can obtain. Their business is blood-sucking fiends. Their business is the sly undead. And sometimes other varied killers who fill us folk with proper dread. They are the ones to call when bad stuff comes loudly rapping at your door. To be a vampire's victim can be draining. They're always coming back for more. Those Yetis sharpen up their stakes, their stabbing hands so very steady. Should a vampire show his face, then they'll be poised and at the ready. Two vampire hunting Yeti out there staking vamps in Rome, down there in Venice and Milan where evildoers make a home. They're out there on the hunt, they're scouting down all vicious foes. They always dress up really smart, there's no harm in posing, I suppose. You can depend on them to be there when they are needed for a hunt. They will leap over fuming werewolves just to impress you with a stunt. If you are threatened, give a cry. Such killers really are demented. See our heroes kicking ass. Do please be sure they're complimented. Two vampire hunting Yeti out there down in Bushy Park. They really love the life they lead. It has a certain supernatural spark. Yes, all the time they're vampire hunting, they never miss the daily grind. All that routine so deadly dull, trapped in an office, ho, how unkind. Out there slaying every vampire, they seem to find such work a blast. It is a job someone must do with an employment plan to last. No, the world won't lose its monsters, for there are so many to collect. Those Yetis seek a safer world, their noble mission to protect. I think the video's gone fine so far. I don't know what your problem is. No, now I think it's probably time for a Yeti dance. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. See, it went fine, didn't it? Absolutely fine. Yes. What do you mean I got to pay my own bus fare home? Run the titles. Well, I thought that was amazing. I don't know about you. Yeah. Oh well. Time to move on. Oh, there's a gap in the market, a chance to expand. Not a Thank you for watching!